Welcome back to the channel, man. I'm 61ACs, but look, you already know that because you subscribed, right? If you didn't, hit that button. You know what I'm saying? Because if this your first time, please don't make it your last time, man. I'm big 61ACs. You hear me? Straight out of the east side, man. I just want to say shout out to my city, St. Louis, man. We St. Louis strong and we together, you know what I'm saying? We self-deployed. That's my man Tef Post say, we self-deployed, you know what I'm saying? We gonna recover from that hurricane. But now let's get right into this, right? Vlad TV. This some nasty work, Vlad. This some nasty work. So in the last few days, it's been going viral. There's the story been going viral about these 10 guys who escaped from a prison in New Orleans, right? And out of the 10 guys that escaped from this prison in New Orleans, 7 of them are still on the run and 3 have been captured. So in the internet world, on social media, people been joking about taking bets and running the line on who's going to be the last to get caught. So everybody, putting their names out and everything like that. But then, the vultures get wind of it, right? And I used to say maybe Vlad ain't really a culture vulture, but Vlad definitely a vulture, bro. And I don't really feel like Vlad cares about our culture except for how much money that he can make off of it. Because we still got to remember Vlad is a Russian Jew. Oops, I shouldn't say that, but yeah, I'm gonna delete that part. But so we got to remember that, bro, because Vlad is not like us and he's not one of us. So Vlad finds out what's going on, right? In this with this, and he goes today and he takes to looks like X or the Instagram, and he had the following to say. Let's take a look at it. And it's coming from the World Star Hip Hop Instagram page. So it's for the 7 guys that are still on the run, let's do a Vlad TV interview. You'll eventually get caught anyway, but doing the interview will give you legend status. I won't report you after the interview. My First Amendment right as a journalist gives me the right to do so. DM me or email me. Now, that's nasty work, bro, because it's 7 guys still left, right? We got Kendall Miles, he's been caught. Robert Moody, he's been captured. And Dakeem Dennis, he's been captured. So if you had money on any of them 3, you out the game. Corey Boyd, Leo Tate, Jermaine Donald, Derek Groves, and Linton Van Burn are still free, as well as Antonio Massey and Gary Price. Now, jokingly, I said, I got all my money on Derek. Derek Groves is gonna be the last man caught, right? He gonna be the last one. But honestly, bro, this is some nasty work coming from Vlad because, like, we all know the rumors and stuff behind Vlad's name, and then he say, "I won't even report you after." And I get it because as a journalist, you can interview criminals and you can interview criminals that's wanted and on the run and not be held responsible for any crimes or harboring a criminal and things like that. So, but I wouldn't do this. I just think this is a bad idea. Not for Vlad, like it's a great idea for Vlad. Honestly, it's a great idea. But this is a bad idea for them because the FBI is offering a $5,000 reward. It's a award, but whatever. It's so they offering $5,000 for information on the capture of these guys. So in my head, my philosophy is any one of Vlad's staffers, right? Who's not who don't stick to the street code, because I doubt if anybody on Vlad's staff stick to the code. I mean, honestly, the game ain't in me no more. So I'm just a citizen. The game ain't in me. So I won't turn. I'm still wouldn't turn these guys in. I'm gonna mind my business. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna mind my business probably. I don't know. But for Vlad to just say this, I don't like it. I don't like it. And I don't think it's safe for them to go to Vlad because, like I said, any one of his staffers who don't stick by the code or who don't respect the code or even just want an extra bag, they can easily drop an anonymous call. You know what I'm saying? We got we got Corey Boy right here. He doing the interview. You know, hypothetically speaking, we got C Boy right here, and he's doing the interview. And come get him, and I want my bread. You know, like shoot, interview done. Vlad got the raw files. He got the tape. He got the interview. Shoot, boy can go to jail now. You see what he said. You gonna get caught anyway. So come holler at me first, and I'm gonna fill up your commissary. You know what I'm saying? Pay your mama and your baby mama's rent while you out. But come see me first, and then you can go to jail. That's just a bad look. Towards continuing the idea of Vlad being a culture vulture, which I'm gonna sit here and be honest. I don't think Vlad gives a care anyway if people see him as a culture vulture or not. As long as the content and the views is running up, Vlad is good, you know, because he's good with himself because he gonna take this content creating money and he gonna flip it into other ventures and he gonna use that money to flip it into other ventures and he just gonna keep growing his empire and then comes a time when he gets tired of this, he can just walk away from this cold turkey, still be making money off his old content and just living a super lavish life off of his residuals, you know. So I don't know. I don't like this though. I don't like this for Vlad, man. I don't know. Me personally, I got a love-hate relationship with Vlad. Pause, you know, because sometimes I like to watch Vlad, but sometimes I don't, you know. But like I say, let's look at some of the comments, man. They say, I hope all you trappers and street rappers see this. He just confirmed he will get you locked up for a viral moment. Hey, man, I totally agree with her. Like, I totally agree with her. He will. And let's look at that. Say, believe that a nigga can only get himself locked up. I believe that too. Which part did he confirm? I mean, he didn't confirm it in there because he said, I'm not going to get you locked up, but I just don't believe it. They say police be providing car service for the interview. Facts. I just said that, didn't I? Imagine they pull up and the feds jump out the bushes. Thanks, Vlad. We are glad you see us. I'm telling you, bro. I ain't rocking with it, bro. This is a bad look, man. And I'm gonna be honest, bro. For like she said, for all you rappers, all you trappers, all you street ninjas, bro, like Vlad TV and No Jumper are not the platforms that you should be on in 2025, bro. Like, I just feel like those platforms give a new rapper more bad energy than they give them positive energy, you know. And what I mean is like they encourage you to put that energy out in the world, and then you got to answer and be held accountable for that energy that you put out in the world during that Vlad TV interview or that No Jumper interview. You got to be accountable for that energy that you pumping out there in the world. And is y'all ready to be held accountable for that energy that you pumping out in the world? You know, me personally, if I was a new rapper's manager, I'm gonna be like, nah, bro, we gonna let them old heads, we gonna let them old fools go on there and tell old war stories, bro. But we not going on Vlad TV. Or I'm gonna show my artist the Pee Wee Longway interview, and we gonna go on there and we gonna go full Pee Wee Longway mode. Other than that, we ain't doing it. But for these guys, these guys right here, man, look, these guys, they should not ever even think about doing a Vlad TV interview or nobody's TV interview. They shouldn't be doing no kind of interviews on TV. It's not going to work out for them. But with that said, man, do you think Vlad is a culture vulture? Do you think Vlad is wrong for trying to capitalize off of this situation involving these 10 or 7 of 10 young men or grown men that supposedly allegedly escaped from the New Orleans prison, from a prison in New Orleans? Do you think Vlad is right? Do you think he's justified? I just want you to talk to me in the comments and let me know what you think for real. You know, just talk to me. Tell me, how do you feel about this? And my second question to this is, who gonna be the last one to get caught? A lot of people, I done seen a lot of people say Jermaine. I even said somebody say that boy Antonio was cold, so I don't know. But me, I'm running with Derek all the way. Derek in 5. You heard me. I got Derek in 5, man, to be the last man standing. My name's 618 C's, man. And I just want to say to anybody out there in St. Louis, on that north side, central west end, south side, and all the affected areas of the tornado, man. I love y'all, man. This to all my friends and family over in St. Louis, all my social media friends and family, man, and all the people that I grew up with, I hustled with, man. I bled blocks with, and all of that, man. I love y'all, man, and I hope that, and I know that we gonna get through this, man. St. Louis strong. I'm out, man. I'm 618 C's live from the east side.